Well. Good afternoon, West Ham fans. Russ from the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. It's a bit warmer today, and I'm going to put it on the thing. I'm going to put it on the mic stand. Might be easier for me. Hope everyone is having a lovely Friday. Obviously, it's game day, match day, and it's live as West Ham take on dirty Leeds at Ellen Road. I'm just going to try just switch this over, just because I think I prefer holding the microphone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give that a go. Let's give that a go. I had a whole introduction sorted. Where's my introduction? I wrote it down, everything. Okie dokie. Right, here we go. If you're new, can you just let me know if everyone can hear me okay? Usual suspect after to you. Lee Pepper's in the house. Jim P's in the house. Good to see everybody. Nice to see everybody here. Nice to see you nice. It is match day live. Don't forget also, we've got a few of our lovely channel partners who can help you over the rest of the day, going into the Dirty Leeds game later on. Anton should be around for the watch along as well. But if you want to watch the game and you don't have a VPN or anything like that, can I just draw your attention to our friends at IP Vanish? 83% off your VPNs, off you lucky bastards. Using that link there, and I'll put a link in the chat as well, in the description afterwards. And don't forget also our lovely friends at where's it gone? At Match Bingo. Ahead of the game, download that QR code, download the app. If you're a UK based and over 18, and anything you deposit, put in WHN for 200% bonus. Bad on the deposits. That ain't too shabby, Alonso. Afternoon, Stu. Nice to see you. Born in Lincolnshire. Is Nuno under pressure now? I think he's under pressure as soon as he started, to be honest, based on what happened beforehand. We go into a game now. We're looking at it, objectively. It's Friday Night Lights, isn't it? It's Friday night under the lights on the telly. It's a big one. It's got that another sort of must-win 6-pointer about it, and for both sides really, not just for West Ham. Obviously, Leeds, we know, got promoted back into the Premier League this year, and they're 16th with 8 points from 8 matches. West Ham obviously 19th with 4 points in 8 games. So both find ourselves in a bit of a battle already. For West Ham, getting something away from home at Ellen Road could be a springboard. For us, we do there is another sort of storyline here. West Ham's record at Ellen Road is actually pretty decent. We haven't lost there for 20 years, since February 2005 in the Championship, and 4 more most recent visits, 2 wins and 2 draws. We did the stat attack earlier on, and from a historical perspective, we never have done really well against Leeds, but in recent times we have. So, could this little stat give us hope? I mean, the fact is we are playing away from home as well, where we tend to perform better, certainly more than our home form would suggest. And obviously we come off the back of the Brentford debacle. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in terms of bouncing back. Good afternoon. Hope you're well. Nice to see you, mate. I'm not in the Budden bunker today. I am in the drawing room. In the Budden drawing room today. It is what it is. But I'll be bringing you all the starting 11s, all that type of stuff we'll bring in, and Anton will be doing the watch along. I'll be at Rush Green if anyone fancies going to see the under 21s. It kicks off at 7 o'clock. So if you are in the area, you can watch the first half. You can go to Rush Green, watch the first half, jump the car, all the way back. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I am in the West Wing, as you said, Lee. Yeah, the old YouTube money's obviously really good. I've got wings in my house. Bingo wings, maybe that's it. We haven't won a game up to Christmas. If we haven't won a game up to Christmas, will you get the sack, or will you give him the sack, or will I get? Why am I getting the sack, Stuart? I think would you give him the sack? So yeah, afternoon, Monday. Do you think Monday? Are you convinced do you think we'll stay up? As I'm not convinced. I think everyone has trepidation. Let's be honest. The stats don't lie. We've only been in this position. I think it's 3 times, including this, in our entire history, and one of those we went down, and one of them, and so it's not looking particularly rosy at the moment. But as I still said, we've still got 30 games to go. That's 90 points potentially we could win, and it's quite funny because anyone who watched. We had the Brothers and Crossed Arms episode yesterday, and my brother made a really good point. He said, I tend to always not look at the table until Christmas time. He says, but now I'm looking at it every 5 minutes, and it's true. It is. I think if you're in that middle bit, but it's at the bottom that you look at things very, very quickly. You see how quickly things can drift away. A win today doesn't promote us up the table, but a win tonight could be a springboard. We then obviously come back to the London Stadium, and we've got a Newcastle game, and then we've got Burnley, and then we're away to Bournemouth, and then there's another international break. So I wouldn't say the games are more winnable, but they're more favourable, which is usually when we fuck up, to be honest. What we got here? Do you draw in that room? Indeed, I do a lot of drawing in my drawing room. Good luck. Thank you very much. Have you seen that there's an outline plans to the site have put in a huge development? Could this have an impact on the stadium? No, I haven't. But yeah, could do. Scott, after Russ, do you think we are going to stay up after Monday's performance? After Monday's performance, I don't think anyone thought we were going to stay up because it was poor. So let's see what happens. And we're all knee-jerk fans. We all are. Despite the fact what we say, someone is a hero 1 minute and they're a villain the next minute based on the result of the game of football. I think we'll have to wait and see what happens after tonight. We desperately need to get something out tonight. But we'll see. The season starts tonight. Let's hope so. No strikers, no goals, no wins. Still at 𝗟𝗘𝗏, haven't we? Went past Upton Park the other day. It looks so different. Should not have left. Should have got well. Stuart, unfortunately, now it's done, isn't it? And I think we're always, as fans, very nostalgic, but we've got to move on. We've got to move on. In our own heads. Yeah, I'm very sad about that, but it is what it is, and it's happened now, and I can't look back at it. So yeah. Aaron, good afternoon to you. Sunderland 5-2 to relegate this season. I still think the early youthful exuberance of the likes of Sunderland and stuff like that will start come crashing down, and I think they will end up being dragged into this relegation battle. And it is a battle now we're involved in. Now, in terms of lineups today, what we got here? West Ham. Let's have a look. We said on, and Nuno said in his press conference, Dino's out. We know that. We know Nicholas is going to be out for some time. George 𝗟𝗘𝗘 will be also out until next month. We look like the likes of Igor and Guilherme will be back in the matchday squad by the looks of it. Leeds themselves have got quite a few sort of fitness calls, to be honest. They'll have late calls on Gnotto, Okafor, Ampadu, and Pascal Striker. If Okafor is not available and Gnotto, I'll be quite happy with that. I'll be quite happy with that. Ampadu as well. I mean, he's a good defender for them. So, both sides, it's going to be very cautious. There's no denying it, and it's going to be very nervous as well. I think, key takeaways for me, we've got to start strongly. Simple as. Don't let Leeds settle. Quiet the crowd down. Do what every other fucking club's done to us at London Stadium. Come out of the traps and quiet the crowd down straight away. But we've got to be defensively solid. If we don't concede goals, as I said, don't concede a goal, we've got a point at least. And it's such a simple game, but it can be. We've got a good record against them at Ellen Road, and we can go there and get a result. But when we do have those, if it is counter-acting style of football, we have to attack with purpose, and that's the issue with us. We're not attacking with purpose enough, quick enough for my liking. You WhatsApped me. Let's have a little butcher's hook. Let's have a little look. Interesting. I'll probably read that later, but thank you. I'll have a read of that. Anywho, thank you. I'll have a read. Interesting. Think I prefer Potts and Magassa with Fernandez in the 10. So in that case, Aaron, who would you? I mean, we'll talk about starting 11 a little bit later on. But for me, I don't want us to fuck about with it tonight. Tonight is not a match to fuck about with. Don't piss about with playing Skulls on the right back. And no, just let's have a game where we put as many players in the right position as possible. Because I think you'll see, and I've said, before, it was Damien, he sort of made a point saying how the side, a lot of them have got 4-2-3-1 in their DNA, and I think something like this, we need that. We need them to be able to just have that in their DNA, that 4-2-3-1, in order to then not worry about playing a new position and just worry about the job in hand. Is Wilson starts tonight? Wilson ain't played 1 minute under Nuno, so for me, he clearly doesn't rate him. And it's the same as JWP. So I don't think Wilson plays. I don't think he does. Now that's not saying, it's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to go in a minute, just because I was waiting for Mrs. Budden to come back, and she's just come back. But I do apologise, and we'll go through and look at some of the chats in a bit. But this is going to be a small little show. I do apologise that. You set up some part was held up by tape, I think. It really was. What we've got there. Afternoon chat. I hope you're well. Good to see you. Back 4, back 5 tonight. I'd play back 4. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Reports saying we are getting 3 players. I'm sorry. Well, I think we will be getting 3 players. There's definitely 3 players to have. There's, you've got a spine, centre back, centre mid, centre forward. And I'm not saying we're going to buy all those players. I think we probably personally end up getting a couple of those loan players and then getting the third one, buying the third one in. Will Pop starts tonight? Who knows? The real problem is that every team knows if they come to our defensive faults. Exactly, and that's the issue we've got now. So we've got to prove that we can't. We are strong. Benny fined 12 million when he comes to pay a fine. Can you ask your fans the game? And you 15,000 in on the petition. Yeah, it's going to be quite on that petition side, isn't it? After that appalling lineup the other night, we forced into lots of changes again. Yep, indeed. Dad's Our Pods wants to play Hermanson. Not played Diouf as a left wing. Interesting there. Yeah, maybe. I think we just need the energy in the midfield. Yeah, I agree. Can he even play Bone as a striker? Yeah, exactly. Yes, he certainly is. Afternoon, happy Amrit. Nice to see Potts getting that. No, I don't necessarily think so. But it does seem that there is. Well, the thing is, you've got no chance like having your dad in the midfield in the thing, have you? So, if anything, I just think. Sorry about that, peeps. Let me just do. Sorry about that. My thing is my mic's run out, so I do apologise. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go in a bit. I do apologise, but as I said, we will have Anton doing the watch along. I will be doing the starting 11 show, and probably will do a review of the under 21s, which will go up on the channel tomorrow. So it was just a quick one. I do apologise today, just a quick 15-minute chat, but I've got to shoot because life unfortunately takes over sometimes. Anyway, hope everyone has a great rest of the day. Anton will see you for the watch along.
I'll see you for the starting 11 show in a few hours' time. And yeah, I've got to dash. I do apologise. Life and work takes over sometimes. But anyway, have a great rest of the day. Just wanted to check in and see everyone's all right. And I'll see you later. Much love. Bye-bye.